Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. My co-host, Mr. Brody, is in his bed, off camera, and Miss Mags is on the desk in back of the computer. About to bring you another game from the 1967 Impossible Dream Year 50th anniversary. And we're going to feature the Houston Astros at the Los Angeles Dodgers, another National League matchup. The Houston Astros and the Dodgers both did not have good records, under 500 records. And Los Angeles, though, on the season, in the replay, is over 500. So, on the season, each team did not do well. So, today we're going to have a good pitching matchup. We're going to have Mike Cuellar for the Houston Astros going up against Don Sutton for the Los Angeles Dodgers. So Don Sutton comes into the game with a 4-0 record on the replay, so he's doing well. 2.08 ERA, almost half his actual ERA for the season. 47 2/3 innings pitched, 35 hits allowed, 28 strikeouts, and 8 walks. Joe Morgan is back from a couple days off the disabled list. He was on the disabled list for a couple of days, so he'll be making a restart. He comes in hitting .230 with 3 runs batted in. He'll bat first. Sonny Jackson, the shortstop, will bat second. Jim Wynn, who's been hot as of late, hit a home run in the last 2 games, I believe, is playing center field and batting third. The cleanup hitter is Eddie Matthews, the first baseman, back after a day off yesterday. Legrand Orange, Rusty Staub, will bat fifth and play right field. Batting sixth is Ron Davis, the left fielder. Batting seventh is Bob Astromonte, the third baseman. Batting eighth, John Bateman behind the plate. And on the mound, batting ninth is Mike Cuellar. So Don Sutton on the hill. Roseboro behind the plate. Here's the windup and the pitch to Morgan. And that is going to be a ground out to Michael at short for out number 1. So Sonny Jackson up now hitting .209 with 3 runs batted in. Sutton looks in for the sign from Roseboro, nods his head. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's going to be a range play. And Sutton is able to get to it to rob Jackson of a hit for the second out of the inning. So 2 up and 2 down in the Astros first. Astros actually will be playing Game 7 today against the New York Yankees in the 2017 American League Championship Series. Whoever wins that will go to the World Series to face these Dodgers here. So this could be a potential matchup here, Astros at Dodgers. That's what we're hoping for, as the Dodgers are already in, and the Astros could make it in today with a win over the Yankees. So, alright, so 2 down in the first for Jim Wynn. Like I said, he's been hot lately. He's up to .311 right now with 13 homers and 32 runs batted in. Hit 37 on the actual season. So here's the windup and the pitch by Sutton. And that'll be a ground out to third for out number 3. So 3 up and 3 down for the Astros. So the Astros nothing, and the Dodgers coming to bat. Mike Cuellar is on the hill. He's just the opposite of Don Sutton on the season. He's 0-4, and he was 16-11 on the season, so kind of opposites as far as records-wise. Hasn't been getting a lot of run support. 3.88 ERA, so ERA not that much worse than his actual, less than a run higher than his actual season. 60 1/3 innings pitched, 65 hits allowed, 61 Ks, and 16 walks. So the lineup for the hometown Los Angeles Dodgers is as follows. Gene Michael is the shortstop batting first. Ron Hunt, the second baseman, bats second. Willie Davis is the center fielder batting third. Batting cleanup, the third baseman, Jim Lefevre. The left fielder, Al Ferrero, will bat fifth. Ron Fairley is the right fielder batting sixth. Behind the plate, John Roseboro bats seventh. Batting eighth, Wes Parker, the first baseman. And on the mound, batting ninth, will be Don Sutton. So Gene Michael comes in hitting .216 with 13 runs batted in. Actually has almost doubled his actual total in only 30 games of 7 runs batted in. So he's been much more productive. 2-6. 2-6. That will be a range check at Dodger Stadium. 2-4. And that will be, actually not a range check, that's just an at Dodger Stadium. And that will be a fly out to right. So 1 up and 1 down for the Dodgers. Brings up Ron Hunt, hitting .258 with 5 runs batted in. And that's going to be a pop up to third. Aspromonte makes the catch for out number 2. So that brings up Willie Davis. He's off to a much better start than he did in the actual season, hitting .321, but only in 15 games, with 10 runs batted in. And that'll be a fly out to left to end the inning. So the Dodgers go in order also, and after 1 full, it's no score. It'll be Matthews, Staub, and Davis up against Sutton here in the second. Matthews hitting .235, which is right at where he was hit .236 for the season, with 2 homers and 8 runs batted in. Possible error on a throw here. And it's going to be no error as Sutton will make the play for out number 1. That brings up Legrand Orange, Rusty Staub, hitting .278 in the season with a homer and 5 runs batted in. A bit of a slow start for Rusty. And he'll draw a walk. So the Houstons have their leadoff runner on for Ron Davis. Ron Davis is hitting .200 with 5 runs batted in 18 games. He will avoid the strikeout there. He'll pop up to Lefevre at third for the second out of the inning. So to bring up Aspromonte. Aspromonte is hitting .373 with 14 runs batted in, so off to a great start. He's played in all 32 of Houston's games. Well, 32 out of the 33, as this is the 33rd. So here's the pitch to Aspromonte by Sutton. 6-6. And he'll fly out to right to end the inning. So nothing doing for the Houston in the top of the second. And it's no score going to the bottom of the second. So Jim Lefevre up now. Cleanup hitter is hitting .305 so far in the season with 3 homers and 20 runs batted in. And he'll draw a walk to lead off the inning. So that'll bring up Al Ferreira, the left fielder today. He's hitting .255 with 5 runs batted in. Not much of a bunter. So we'll hit away. It's going to be a range play at Dodger Stadium. Ooh, it's going to be a rare play here. So a 3-2 pitch called a ball. So it'll be a walk. So the pitcher is going to, Cuellar is going to argue the call and get thrown out of the game. So wow. So Mike Cuellar gets thrown out of the game. So there goes that marquee pitching matchup. As we have a rare play with Cuellar gets thrown out. So Cuellar's hot temper gets him thrown out.
Walks, and that wasn't close.
And we're going to have to find a new pitcher here. Hold on. As we have a situation here to take care of. Alrighty. Barry Latman is going to come in to replace Cuellar, who just got thrown out. Latman pitched actually 3 innings in the game, so we're going to bring in him. So there goes the marquee pitching matchup. Let's see if the Latman is up to the task here. Latman comes in with a 1-2 record, a 2.40 ERA, 15 innings pitched, 11 hits allowed, 14 strikeouts, and 9 walks. So he'll face Ron Fairley next with runners on first and second and nobody out, so in a bit of a jam here. Going to be a fly out to left for out number 1. And Lefevre will hold at second. That'll bring up the catcher, Roseboro. Roseboro's hitting .333 in 21 games with a homer and 7 runs batted in. Chance for an RBI here.
Swing and a fly ball left field.
And that will be a successful range check as Davis is a 4 and the roll is a 4, so he'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs now for Wes Parker, the first baseman, hitting .286 with 7 runs batted in. And he'll get him. Strike him out. So Bateman gets out of the jam.
Have you picked your designated driver for this evening? Please remember to drink responsibly.
Sorry, for Latman gets out of the jam. And the score remains scoreless. So Bateman will lead it off for the Houston in the top of the third here, hitting .206 with a homer and 9 runs batted in. And he'll fly out to left for out number 1. Now that'll bring up the pitcher, Latman. See what kind of a hitter he is. He's an .078 hitter, so not much of a hitter here. And he strikes out. So 2 down now for the top of the order, Morgan, who he is 0 for 1 in the day. He'll fly out to right to end the inning. So after 2.5, no score. Sutton will lead it off. Sutton's hitting just 105 on the season. 133 hitter in the actual season. And a ground out to short for out number 1. Brings up top of the order, Michael, 0 for 1. And it'll be a ground out to Morgan at second, over to Matthews for out number 2. Ron Hunt up now, also 0 for 1. And there's our first hit of the game, as Hunt lines a single to right. He'll hold that first. So a 2-out base runner. And the first hit of the game. That'll bring up Willie Davis, 0 for 1. Latman looks in for the sign from Bateman. Here's the windup and the pitch. And he'll fly out to right to end the inning. So after 3 full, no score. It'll be Jackson, Wynn, and Matthews. Houston still looking for their first hit here in the 4th. And it's a foul ball. It's going to be a range check at, well, a ballpark check at Dodger Stadium. That's a ground out to Lefebvre for out number 1. Brings up Wynn. 0 for 1 of the day. And this will be a range play at Dodger Stadium. And it's going to be a range check on Roseboro, the catcher. He's unable to make it on the dribble in front of the plate. And that will, Wynn will reach on an infield single. So first hit for the Houstons today. So runner on first and 1 down for Eddie Matthews. And possible error on the ground here. Ooh, it's going to be a range play here. So let's see here. It's going to be a single. And Wynn will be thrown out trying to advance to third on the roll of 6 throw chart. So he gets thrown out. See if he's going to advance. He's unable to advance. Hey, Miss Mags, as this roll is higher than that. His base running, so he'll hold at first. So 2 down now on the fielder's choice there. Actually on the, not fielder's choice, but on the attempting to take the extra base there. So that'll bring up Legrand Orange. 0 for 1 with a... actually, 0 for 0 with a walk. Does not have an official at bat as he walked. Now he does as he flies out. And that'll end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 4th with the Dodgers nothing and the Astros nothing. So it'll be Lefevre, Ferreira, and Fairley up against Latman on for his 3rd inning of relief. Action going in the Astros pen. And he'll strike out Lefevre for out number 1. Next up, Ferreira. He walked his first time up also. And leading to Cuellar's getting thrown out of the game. And he'll walk again. So Ferreira walks for the 2nd time today. Brings up Fairley with a runner on 1st and 1 down. And he draws a walk. So runners on 1st and 2nd and 1 down for Roseboro. And he'll take Latman deep here. Not much of a home run hitter. Only hit 4 on the season, but he hits one here.
This ball is over the fence and out of here.
So a big 3-run homer by Roseboro puts the Dodgers on top 3-0. So that'll bring up Wes Parker now. And Morgan's unable to get to that. So that'll bring up Don Sutton now with 1 down. Sutton will attempt to sacrifice here. Try to get the runner in scoring position. Popped up for the out. Roll 1d6 versus lead runner. If not higher, then the runner. If not higher, if lead runner's base running versus if not higher, then base runner out. So let's see here. So he rolls a 2, and his base running is a 4, so that means I think that means that the base, if the this isn't higher. No, if the base, no, it will make sense that the base runner is higher. 1d6 versus lead runner's base running. 1d6 versus lead runner's base running. If not higher. So this is not higher than the base runner is out. That's kind of weird, because you would think that if the base runner had a faster... Well, I'm going to say because his base running is faster, this is kind of where the faster base runner is going to go against him, because he's going to be further away from the bag. But it also could be the faster base runner will be able to get back in time, because he runs faster, but... I'm going to go with what it says here, though. It says, roll 1d6 versus the leader. If the 1d6 roll is not higher than base runner. 1d6, it's not higher. So then the runner is out. So he's out. So let's see what this says. Let's see what this does.
Out.
I'm gonna go. Usually when they hit the whatever the bunt thing says, then they take care of what this is right here. So I'm gonna go with assuming that he's safe now. That's kind of weird the way it's written there, but I'm gonna go with what the actual computer did when I hit the bunt. So anyway, 2 down now. 2-4. And that will not matter as he grounds out anyway. So we head to the top of the 5th with the Dodgers now with a 3-0 lead. So alright, as we put the next little laundry in. So we head to the top of the 5th with Don Sutton now with a 3-0 lead. He'll face Davis, Aspermani, and Bateman for the Astros. It's going to be a 4-5. It's going to be a range play. Be a range play on the outfielder, who is a 2, so this could very well be a base hit. Oh, it's a 6, so it's definitely a base hit. It's Fraley's unable to get to it. So Davis will be on with a leadoff double here in the top of the 5th. So that'll bring up Aspromani, who's 0 for 1. And he'll single, driving in Davis. Davis will come around the score. And the Astros are on the board, so it's 3-1 Dodgers now, as Aspromani has an RBI single. So next up, John Bateman, the catcher. 0 for 1 in the day. And he'll fly out to center for out number 1. So Latman's up now. Let's see what Latman's got in his tank here. Latman's got nothing left, so we're going to pinch hit for him. Although he is a good bunter. I think instead of wasting another batter here, I think we're going to let him sacrifice. Even though they're down by 2, it's still early yet, so if we can get another run in, that would be great. So Latman is squaring on the sacrifice. He's a 3 bunter. Ooh, not a good bunt though, fortunately. The lead runner is thrown out. Bunted a little bit too hard there. So 2 down now on the fielder's choice there. Brings up Joe Morgan, representing the tying run. And he'll fly out to Ferrer and left, and that will do it for the Astros. But they do get on the board, and after halfway through, it's a 2-run Dodger lead. We'll let Latman pitch a little bit longer. Maybe a single. Staub's unable to get to it. Hold that first. So to bring up Davis, who's 0 for 2. And that's going to be it. The first 2 batters reach. So that's going to be it for Latman. Let's see who we're going to bring in. We'll be right back. Alright, looks like Claude Raymond came in, but I don't think he's actually on the roster here. Nope, so we'll have to select a reliever here. Switch hitting and a righty coming up. No, definitely not Turk Farrell. Bo Belinsky. Pitched 150 innings, we'll bring him in. So Bo Belinsky comes in. Pitched in the last game, if I remember right. Not that great. 8.71 ERA. Runners on first and second and nobody out. He does get the strikeout here of a fever. And pickoff possibly. And it's going to be a pickoff too, so picks off the lead runner. As Hunt is picked off at second by Belinsky, and is quickly 2 down. A strikeout and a pickoff by Belinsky. However, he is going to surrender a 2-run home run to Ferrer, who had previously walked twice and scored a run. So they're getting 2 quick outs there, including a pickoff. He surrenders a 2-run home run to Ferrer. So it's a 5-1 Dodger lead now. That'll be a walk. He's going to try to steal. And it'll be a stolen base. Wow. As he rolls a 1. Not much of a chance for Fraley, but he steals one there. Roseboro up now. Roseboro's 1 for 2 with a homer and 3 runs batted in. Hit a big 3-run home run to get the Dodgers on the board. And this time he'll ground out to short. Can the inning. So it's a 5-1 Dodger lead going into the 6th. Sutton back out on the hill. Jackson at the plate. 0 for 2 so far. And he strikes him out. Second strikeout of the day by Sutton. Jim Wynn 1 for 2. And he'll lace a base hit to left, so 1 out and 1 on for the Houston. Now down by 4. Sutton throws over to first, and he's back safely. And Wynn is going to get a hold of one here. So Wynn, who's had a hot bat, that's homered, I believe, in the last 2 games, at least in the last game. Homers again here. So a home run by, actually that's not by Wynn, this is by Eddie Matthews, sorry, my bad. As Wynn reached earlier, right before Matthews. And Matthews hits just his 3rd home run of the season.
No throwing of any objects on the playing field.
And those 2 runs that the Dodgers scored last inning proved to be big as Houston puts 2 more on the board here, and it's now a 5-3 Dodger lead. So the lead down to 2 once again. Rusty Staub up now, 0 for 1 with a walk. And he'll reach for another walk. He walks for a 2nd time today. So action going in the Dodger pen. And Davis is up now, and he'll strike out. He had been 1 for 2. So 2 down now with a runner on first for Aspromonte, 1 for 2 with an RBI. And this is a chance for Aspromonte to go deep, although he's not much of a home run hitter against right-handed pitching. Only a 10% chance. We'll see what happens here. He does not. And he'll instead fly out deep to right. And that'll do it, but the Astros get 2 back, and it's 5-3 Dodgers now. Check out Sutton. Yeah, you go maybe 1 more inning. We'll maybe let him bat 1 more time. We'll see what happens here. And he gets hit by a pitch. So I think we're going to let Sutton sacrifice here. Oh, and once again, nope, actually successful sacrifice bunt. There we go. I almost thought the lead runner was going to get thrown out there. So successful sacrifice by Sutton puts the runner in scoring position. Brings up Gene Michael. Blinsky out for another inning here. Possible error here. So it's going to be a single and an error on Blinsky. So Blinsky, who started off excellently, has since faltered, allowing his 3rd run to score, 2 of them, this one unearned. So no RBI there. So 3-run lead now for the Dodgers. Another possible error here. And it's going to be another single and error, which is going to allow another run to score. And that is going to be it for Blinsky, as he's not been very effective. Who will we bring in now? We have a lefty and a switch hitter, so probably a lefty. We're going to bring in, let's bring in Dan Schneider, try to keep this a 4-run game. Dan Schneider comes in with 3.51 ERA, record of 0-1, 1 save, 7 2/3 innings pitched, 5 hits allowed, 2 walks and 6 strikeouts. And that There's going to be a pass ball on Bateman. Oh, no, it's going to be I guess it's not going to be a pass ball. It's going to be a foul ball. This will be a range play. Staub will get to this one. And the runner Hunt will hold at second. Not wanting to risk it there. Already in scoring position. So that brings up Lefevre, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. And this is going to be a base hit off the pitcher's card. So Lefevre with an RBI single increases the Dodger lead to 8-3 now. The Dodgers have created some good space here in this inning. Oh, and Ferrera's going to come up and he's going to hit his second home run of the day. This time off of Schneider, a 2-run jack. Another 2-run jack, actually. So the Dodgers have broken it wide open here. A 2-run home run by Ferrera. 10-3 now. They're going to let Schneider pitch to Fairley, lefty on lefty. And he'll fly out to right to end the inning. So let's see, what do we have for earned runs here? Actually, it shows all the runs being earned, so we'll have to check this out. Big long inning to check here. So hit by pitch, sacrifice bunt. So it's 1 out and a runner on second. Okay. So that will be runners on first and third here. So maybe this will be an earned run though. First and third. That would have been a single anyway. So it just allowed him to get an extra base. So let's say he didn't score. He'd be first and third now. Then there'd be a single here anyway. So the run would have came home there. But then there's an error right here. That would have been an out. So that would have been a second out here. There's Davis. There's Hunt. There's so it's another single and an error though. No, that wouldn't have been an out there, though. That's just another single and an error. So Hunt would have reached anyway. Boy. So I'm thinking that all these, yeah, all these are going to come in anyway. Because it was a single and then an error on that. So, and this home run here would have trumped everything. So, yeah, everything is earned there. So no unearned runs. Thought there might have been an earned run there. Unearned, but there isn't. Not that I can see anyway. So, alright, so 10-3 Dodger lead at the top of the 7th. Bateman up, the catcher, 0 for 2. Sutton back out there again. Likely to be his last inning. And Bateman will ground out to first for out number 1. We have Schneider. We're going to definitely pinch hit. Let's see what kind of a hitter he is. I don't think we're going to leave him in though. Yeah, I'll set him. I'll be right back and see what we got for a pinch hitter. Alright, I think we're going to have Norm Miller pinch hit. He actually pinched hit in the actual game. 2-5 hitter. He's actually struggling a bit in 25 at bats. See if we can get him going here. So he'll come up with 1 out in the top of the 7th. And he'll get a base hit. So 1 on 1 out for Joe Morgan. 0 for 3 on the day. And he's going to it's just going to be a fielder's choice. Runner at first will be out. The lead runner will advance. 2 down now. Runner on second for Jackson. 0 for 3 with a strikeout. It's likely to be Sutton's last batter regardless. And he grounds out to Hunt. And that'll do it. So 7th inning stretch time. So Claude Raymond's going to come in to relieve Schneider here. Raymond's done excellent so far this season. 1-0 record with 3 saves. Has not allowed an earned run. Actually hasn't pitched a full inning yet. That's weird. How can you not pitch a full inning and have 3 saves? I don't know. Well, that's strange right there. I don't know why it says 0 there. Alright. We'll find out after we get an out here and see if it changes it. So Roseboro 1 for 3 with a homer. 3-run home run to get the scoring started. And it's going to be a foul ball. Nobody's on base. And he'll fly out to left for out number 1. Yeah, that's strange. So he's only pitched 1/3 of an inning, yet has 3 saves now. I don't understand that. Definitely a programming error there. So West Parker 1 for 2 with a run scored. And he'll fly out to center for out number 2. Yeah, we'll take out Sutton here. Pinch hit for Sutton. Actually, we're going to let Sutton stay in, as he pitched a complete game in this one. So we'll see if he can, see how long he can last here. And he gets a base hit. So Gene Michael up now, 1 for 4 with an RBI. And he strikes out. As we head to the top of the 8th now, with remains a 7-run Dodger lead. Jim Wynn 2 for 3 with a run scored. Next pass Lefevre. And that is going to be a wild pitch there.
Shallow right, he's coming on.
And Fairley's unable to get to that one. So poor defense by the Dodgers allows a couple of runners on. And Rusty Staub up now, 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. And he'll get a hit. Lead runner advances. On the throw. That's higher than the 1, so he'll advance. And that's going to be it for Sutton. Get somebody in for mop-up work now. Guess we'll bring in Phil Regan. It's not their main closer. It's one of their closers, but not their main one. So Phil Regan, 2 saves, no record, 1.87 ERA, 19 and 3 innings pitched, 25 hits allowed, 11 Ks and 4 walks. Ron Davis up now, 1 for 3 with a double, a run scored. And he strikes out. So 1 down now. A couple of runners in scoring position now. Esparmane, 1 for 3 with an RBI. And he's going to hit one to short. This could... he's not going to try to score with... Not down by 5, I would not think. Although, I think we'll just let him score. We'll say he was off on the pitch. We'll get the lead runner out. Yes. Yes. Let's get the out here. Stop holds at second. So Bateman up now 0 for 3. And he'll strike out. So we head to the bottom of the 8th with Dodgers 10 and the... I don't know why Raymond has an Atlanta Braves uniform on, but he does. So 10-5 now Dodgers as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Claude Raymond pitching. Back out there for another inning. And he'll fly out to right. We'll hunt for out number 1. Davis on now 0 for 3 with a run scored. And he flies out to right for the second out. With Fever 1 for 3 with an RBI. And he will fly out to center, and that'll do it. So the Dodgers go in order
Remember to get your
in
copy
the 8th.
of the souvenir program.
So Regan on now in a non-save situation. Chip for Raymond here. Ivan Morrell. He had 29. We'll let him come in. Ivan Morrell. And we'll be right back. Alright, so Ivan Morrell coming on, and we have a picture of him now. There he goes. He will not walk, as he does not walk often at all. And he'll get a pinch hit single here in the top of the 9th. That'll be him, Joe Morgan, 0 for 4. He's going to fly out to center for out number 1. Sonny Jackson, 0 for 4 with a strikeout. And he strikes out again. So that'll bring him Jim Wynn, 3 for 4 with a couple of runs scored. Astros down to their last out here. And he'll ground out the third, and that will end the game as the Dodgers beat the Houston Astros 10-5. So not much of a pitching matchup here as Cuellar got thrown out early, and the Dodgers scored a bunch of runs. And Sutton was not at his best, but did prevail and get the win. As Sutton goes to a 5-0 now. Latman gets the loss, 1-3. Eddie Matthews hits his 3rd home run for Houston. And for the Dodgers, Al Ferreira goes deep twice for his first 2 homers of the year. And Roseboro hits his 2nd. Check out the other stats here. Astros, Jim Wynn, 3 for 5 with a couple of runs scored. And Matthews, 3 for 4 with a couple of runs scored and a home run. Staub, 1 for 2. Davis, 1 for 4 with an RBI for Staub, 2. 1 for 4 for Davis with a run scored. Spermani, 1 for 4 with a couple of RBIs. For the Dodgers, 1 for 5 from Gene Michael with an RBI and a run scored. Ron Hunt, 3 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. Fever, 1 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. Al Ferreira, 2 homers, 2 for 2, walked twice also. 3 runs scored and 4 RBIs. I think we're going to give Al Ferreira the player of the game. Sutton, while he got the win, was not dominant at all. So Ferreira will get at 4 RBIs and 2 homers, will get the MVP. Roseboro, 1 for 4 with 3 runs batted in and a run scored. So Sutton, 5-0. 7 innings pitched, 10 hits allowed, 5 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. Cuellar only lasted 1 inning before getting thrown out. Latman gets the loss, 1-3, 3 2/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. So that is it, as the Houston Astros are now 12-21, and the Dodgers improved to 18-12. Definitely much better than they were in the actual season. As you can see here, Houston was 9-23 at this point, and the Dodgers were 12-18. So 9-23. It's a little bit better for Houston. And 12 and was it 12 and 18? 12 and 18. So Dodgers 6 games ahead of their pace. So definitely doing much better. So thank you for joining us. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, my co-host, Mr. Brody. And we'll get back to doing laundry, as hopefully we'll see this matchup in the World Series in 2017, Houston and Los Angeles. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye now.